Hello everybody, welcome back to Chris Dyer's Creative Friends, the super awesome podcast show where I, your artist friend Chris Dyer, interviews all his super fun creative friends. So these days I am back in my hometown, beautiful Montreal, Quebec, Canada. As you saw in my last interviews, I was all over the place. I was actually away from here a full 10 months between Peru and my tour in the States. But now I'm back for a couple months before, restrictions start again and I gotta duck out again and continue my life of freedom. So I'm gonna interview a few more of my local artist friends like I did when I first started the show. So I hope you enjoy it. Today I'm gonna start with Katie Pag, also known as Katie Paglialunga. So I hope you enjoy our conversations. Enjoy!
While the world is burning, got to make amends. Walk on the sunny side with a positive lens. Talks about passion between the women and the men. Chris Dyer and his creative friends. Darling, ooh, ooh,
Hey Katie, how you doing?
Doing pretty great. Yeah.
Woo! Katie Paglialunga. I love your name because every time I say your name, it's kind of like I've achieved something
it's like
very
dramatic.
complicated.
Yeah. It's true.
It's both it breaks my head, but then when I achieve it, it's like, yes, I said it. Where's that name from?
It's from Italy, Sicilian. Yeah.
Okay, nice. Are you from there?
No, I grew up in Canada. My great grandfather came from Sicily, so on my dad's side.
And have you been there to visit family or?
I don't know any family there. It's so far removed, but I've been there twice just to travel, see Sicily, and then I saw like Florence and Rome and stuff. And I love Italy. The food is just.
Dude, everything's quality in Italy.
It's true.
Like that, people are beautiful. The landscapes are gorgeous. The architecture, the
art,
food, the
the
clothing.
food.
It's just everything's like
Yeah.
top.
Yeah.
Top
So it
notch.
feels good being there.
Yeah, I like it a lot. But you're from Canada.
Yeah, I'm from Canada. I grew up in Ontario.
Which part?
Ajax is the name of the town.
Cool.
It's in the greater Toronto area.
Sounds like something you used to wash your toilet bowl.
It is something you used to watch. It's a cleaner, and it's also the name of the Greek god of war.
Oh.
So that's cooler.
So they're gonna fight the germs. How was it there?
Tackle that toilet bowl.
Where is Ajax? Around what?
So you would pass it going from Montreal to Toronto. It's just east of Toronto.
Okay,
Suburb, cool. Yeah. But I moved here to go to university. I went to Concordia when I was 18.
Oh, cool.
And then I just stayed here because it's a vibrant city.
Yeah, what do you like about Montreal?
The art, for sure, the community, all the different artists, how it's affordable. Yeah, I don't know, I just love it.
Yeah.
I made my home here.
How long have you been here?
So I was 18 and I'm 30, so 12 years.
Nice. You're here to stay?
I think so,
Well, you
but I
never
don't know.
know.
Life is long, right? I don't know.
Yeah, you
So-
never know what bumps might be in the way.
Yeah, or what opportunities might be thrown at me, so yeah.
Right, totally.
I imagine not being in a city my whole life,
Mhm.
because I need to be closer to the nature, I think.
Cool. How was going to Concordia University? How many years?
So the undergrad was supposed to be 4 years, but I did like 5.5 years because school. Yeah, it was just like a lot and really stressful and possibly like ADHD. It was just like hard to focus. But it was good, there were stressful times, but there was so many experiences and people I learned and things I learned at school. So it was good. Yeah.
That's beautiful. Did you study art?
Yeah, I did art education specifically. So I did placements in the community and in schools to teach and facilitate art. I don't have a teaching degree, but I work in the community, which is a way better vibe for me. It's more casual. It's not like a system that's just stressful. And,
But did you have to learn a lot of art in order to do that program?
yeah, definitely. We had to do all the studio classes as well as education classes and then art education classes as well to learn how to facilitate a group to do art. So, yeah.
Nice. And why, art teaching over just straight up doing art?
I mean, honestly, because the security.
Okay.
I really thought I was going to get a job after and go into a school and I was going to be secure with finances.
Yeah. Because we're always told that being an artist is impossible to make a living.
Yes, honestly, like it's classic cliche, but I have always naturally liked to kind of command a classroom or like organize kids and stuff like that, so it didn't feel too much of a stretch to do it anyway. But yeah, and then through university I really just felt like I didn't want to be in a school. Like the classrooms are huge and then they make you teach a certain thing and I just was too chaotic for that, I suppose.
Right.
So teaching in the community is just so much more fun. Smaller groups, it's more casual. I get to teach more of what I want.
Yeah.
Plus I get to listen to the students more and what they want to learn versus like I have to do something in the school system. So I really like that too, to play on what kids are inspired. Actually, I don't just teach kids, adults too. And that's the good thing as well. I'm all ages in the community.
Nice.
So.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Like Concord is a school that you go to in Montreal if you want to make it as an artist. Like, oh, I want to be a big artist.
Yeah.
What's the best art school in Montreal? Oh, Concordia University. And
Yeah.
you do that program.
I got accepted at BC and U of Ottawa, which you...
I went to a
Yes,
Ottawa.
or was it Carleton? No.
There's Algonquin, there's Carleton.
Yeah, so
What
one
about
of them
you?
in Ottawa, one of them in BC, and then in Montreal, and I
cool.
chose Montreal. So
Nice.
I'm glad with my choice too. I
Good,
think it was a good
good
one.
choice. I didn't like Ottawa U.
Yeah, I've
Too
heard
much
that. I remember you told
theory.
me. Yeah.
It sucked.
Yeah.
But you didn't think of doing CGIP instead of university?
I didn't even know about CEGEP.
Yeah.
Didn't even know. Grew up in Ontario.
Right, because it's
Didn't
a
know.
very Quebec kind of thing.
It's a
right?
very Quebec thing, so I went to high school till grade 12, which they don't have here because they go to CEGEP.
Right.
So I just went to university after.
Yeah. I did 2 CGIPs.
Nice.
Yeah.
Huh.
I did one CGIP in Ottawa area, Gatineau.
Okay, yeah.
I did 3 years there with visual arts.
Yeah.
And then after I got disillusioned by university, that sounded more like, oh, this is official. I get a piece of paper.
I know.
And then it's just like, I'm not learning anything here compared to what I was learning in CGIP. So I went back to
Right.
CGIP here, Dawson College, and I did 3 years of illustration and design.
Yeah.
And there I feel like I got so much more
Awesome.
learning.
I
And
actually...
cheaper too.
Yeah, way cheaper. I actually am the artist model at Dawson.
Oh, no
I
way.
I work there like 2 to 3 times a week, and because I'm an artist and an art teacher, like I love being in the classroom. So I always learn from the professors and the students, and it's just so much fun. And I think Dawson's good vibes.
Yeah, Dawson's cool. Except for
Yeah.
that shooting that happened.
I didn't know about that
Yeah, there was-
recently.
No, it was like almost like 10 years ago.
Oh,
and I was
okay.
shocked. Like I was already graduating. It's like, what? Like a dude with a trench coat
Yeah.
shows
Oh my
up in the main agora and starts shooting people. There was only one woman that died.
Oh my God! But
I
still,
know, brutal.
shootings. Oh, okay.
It's so weird. It's such a like a USA thing to happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, it happened.
It
in our own-
happens here too, though. Yeah.
Right. We got crazy people anywhere, and but yeah, Dawson's cool. I really liked it,
Yeah.
and I learned a lot there.
Nice.
And so you said you were a model?
Yeah, I'm an artist model. I get up there naked
No
in front of
way.
the students. They draw
Whoa.
me. Yeah.
Damn, that's ballsy.
I love it. Yeah, it feels good. I was like nervous to start. I think I started like 3 years ago. I was like a bit nervous, but honestly, it's so comfortable.
Man,
once
I
I'm there.
graduated too early. You're a newer friend for me. We've hanged out in the art jams
Yeah.
in the park,
Yeah.
and you've started coming to my house parties, and you're always a good vibe. And I'm really happy to that we're friends now. But do you remember where we actually met?
Yes. I was so stoked to meet you, and I thought it was so special because we weren't in Montreal. We were in Hungary at Ozora Festival. So, because, I mean, in Montreal, it is a really big art scene. There's so many people, although it is small at the same time. But, like, I've seen you around. I've seen you at events. I know who you were.
There's
but,
a
like,
million artists.
Yeah, like, I've seen you.
An
but
artist,
then,
an artist,
an artist. But then seeing you in a different continent, I was like, I have to go say hi and be like, I live in the same city as you, so.
Right, but
Yeah.
plus in Hungary, it's a big deal. I'm there, and they gave me a big wall.
It was a
to
huge
paint.
wall, yeah.
Yeah,
It was
and-
so hot.
Oh,
my
dude,
God.
super hot. And I was just, like, my wall was just like, sun all day.
know.
Like, it was
know.
crazy, but I was happy to meet a Montrealer. What were you doing there?
Oh, my partner was playing. He was in a band playing bass for somebody who was playing there, so got a free ticket.
Cool, and you
go.
just enjoyed for a week?
We were there. I wasn't there the whole week. I think I did like 3 to 4 days.
Oh yeah, DJs can do that. Huh? They go there and they duck out, and it's good to go.
Yeah. So I wasn't there the whole time. It's like huge and overwhelming. So stimulating. So.
Yeah, as a visual artist, you gotta be there like 2 weeks because you gotta get there like the week before. Like at least for that festival, I went there and I painted that big mural a week before. And then after that, it's like, well, you got to stay for the whole, festival. And then you're like live painting a canvas at the gallery.
So you did more than just the mural stuff.
Right.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
It was well paid, so it was cool.
That's good.
But it was Psytrance.
I know.
And like, no bad vibes to Psytrance.
No bad vibes.
I love the Psytrance community. They're super cool.
Me
and
too,
I can get down to Psytrance.
Me too. I go to like the main stage and then there's a good 15 minutes. I'm like, fuck yeah. And then I'm like, and finished.
Yeah.
And then I leave.
But at least the festival was 1 week.
Yeah.
Non-stop, super loud Psytrance. It's like...
They had the other stages though, which was really cool. I saw some amazing bands at the...
They usually have rootsy
Nest
alternatives.
So that was really
But
good.
the gallery was right, so it was like a hill, and there was the gallery, which is a beautiful tower of multi-layered.
Yeah, the land and the structures were insane.
Because it's a permanent thing, they don't like build something and destroy it. They keep on building every year, so it was super cool. But it was right above the main stage, so the speakers just shot us all day, and us, the artists, it was like 30 to 40 amazing artists, and we're painting, but we're just like, no more Psytrance, please. I'm gonna die here.
Yeah, it was a lot.
It was intense. So you're a person of many expressions. You are an artist, you're a performer, you're a teacher. Let's start with the art.
Yes.
Please tell me a little bit about your art.
Yeah, I would say I'm a multidisciplinary artist because I do the performance and the teaching. I also love to experiment with all different materials. So painting and drawing is what I started with, and that's my true love. But I have been doing collage a lot recently.
Cool.
Then going to murals has been really cool. I like to sew. I want to try stained
glass. You painted with
glass.
Sloast recently, right?
Yeah, I painted with Sloast recently. We went to the castle, we call it. The castle.
So not a castle.
It's not a castle.
It's an abandoned military facility.
Abandoned military facility.
Yeah.
So we went and painted there, and that was a really nice day.
Was that your first time with spray paints, or you done it before?
No, I've done spray paint for like 6 years now.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I paint maybe like 2 to 3 times a year with spray paint, but I like to prepare my canvases with spray paint a lot too. So that was an exciting journey. I definitely was too cocky when I tried spray paint for the first time because I was like, painting, I can do this. And
right,
like,
and then this thing just shoots and you're like,
different, yeah. And it like looked like a child did it, and I was like, oh shit. But it's been a fun journey, and I like seeing the progress. Really cool.
Do you ever get hired to do these murals? Or is it just for fun?
I've done some indoor murals, but that's not spray paint.
Right, because you value your health. Somewhat.
I mean, I should wear a mask more, probably.
We all should, yeah.
Yeah, when you blow your nose and then, like, colors come out of your nose, I'm like, I should have worn my mask, I guess.
Imagine your lungs, how trippy they will look.
I know, it's bad. But I don't think I've been hired for a spray paint one outside yet. I've participated with Canettes de Ruel. Do you know that little festival?
Oh, you did that?
Yeah, I've done with them a few years, so that's really fun.
Yeah, that's cool. I've not done it yet. I hope to get in a jam at some point.
Yeah, I mean,
my friend Adi does it a lot.
You're traveling a lot in September when they do it, or?
That's when I'm landing back here usually, and my friend Adi does it a lot. Yeah. And I'm like, I want to do it too, but
such good vibes.
Sometimes they don't ask you because they think you'd say no or something, and I'd be like, I do a back alley jam. Like I love back alley jams.
I think they were asking the first few years, but now they've gotten kind of bigger, so you actually have to say, I want to paint, and then they're like, oh, okay, you can paint.
Cool.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll try next year if I get to come back home. We'll see. As for now, let's not get in that topic, But tell me more about the different mediums that you do. So you're doing collage. How does that feel like?
Yeah, collage feels amazing. I love to have my hands busy. So like flipping through magazines and cutting constantly with scissors or with the X-Acto knife is really satisfying for like my fast-moving brain and hands, and just having all these different cutout pieces and then putting them together and creating a new thing is just it's really fun and therapeutic, I suppose.
Right. Yeah. What's the reaction of the observer or your public? Like, compared to say like a mural or a painting, when they see a collage, they might be like, oh, that's something I could have grabbed from Google or something. I don't know, like sometimes collage doesn't get like as respected for some reason.
I don't really know. I got accepted to be in like a little zine for one of my collages. It's hanging on the wall over there. That's why I pointed there. So that was pretty cool. I think people like them. I've sold a few originals too, actually, of collages. Yeah, because sometimes they tend to be kind of small, so people are like, oh, cool.
Yeah. More affordable? Does the prices change between them?
Kinda, yeah. If I keep them small, they're like pretty affordable, and that's what I'm trying to do, just to market my art and make it affordable.
Different for people. Price points.
Yeah, I do like to do a variety of different things. Do big things and hope they'll sell.
Yeah,
it's harder, but
that's the objective, huh?
Yeah.
Is that like for art? Is that like your main objective, to do original pieces and selling them?
It is, honestly. That's my main objective. I would love to be in galleries. I'm constantly submitting to galleries. I mean, yeah, no, I've gotten into some. I sold a pretty big piece out of New York one year, which is just like the highlight of my career so far. So that's really cool.
Congrats.
Thanks. Yeah, and then I'd really just love to be in galleries and like do residencies and travel and sell the originals. I know that's hard, but the originals are so much better than prints.
Yeah, totally. What's your percentage of you doing paintings? Like, is that like what you do the most or half the time? Like.
Yeah, I think painting is what I do the most. I have a separate painting studio, so all my big paintings are there.
Oh, cool. Where's that?
It's at the Grover Building. You actually went for someone's interview at the Grover Building. No, not Sloast.
Jason Botkin?
Yeah, Jason Botkin.
Oh, you're in that building.
Yeah. So
cool.
I'm in that building in a shared space, and I like to have the bigger room and that it's just for painting.
Right.
Because when I'm here, like I love my space and I putter around, but
you can't make a mess constantly.
I can't make a mess constantly, and like I'm like, ooh, collage, and then I'm like, ooh, sewing, and then I'm like, ooh, this.
And then your partner's like, come on, Katie, like we gotta make a meal here.
Yeah, no, for sure. He's like, can I like use the table? I'm like, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, actually, this is kind of funny. I hope it's not distasteful, but my parents call me Hurricane Katrina. It's not even my name, but when I come home, they're like, oh, here's Hurricane Katrina, because I just like spread out everywhere.
What a disaster.
What a disaster. A natural disaster. Yeah.
Nice.
But so it's nice when I go there because it's like, oh, all I can do is paint.
Right. That's why you're there.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll paint because there's not other options.
It's not even that close to here. It's not that far neither. Will you bike there?
Yeah, I bike, walk, or drive depending if I'm bringing a bunch of stuff there. And I think the distance is pretty perfect. It's not too far and it's not too close. It's good.
Right.
Yeah.
You can make all your messes there and just dive in. So like most of your paintings are there?
Yeah, all my in-progress paintings are there, and some of the bigger ones that I just don't have room on the walls for, they're over there.
What's your medium of preference for paintings?
I do acrylic because I work fast. I do like oil, and so like there's one there that's oil, and then that one's acrylic and spray paint. It's just oil is slow.
Right.
And smells. So
and it's got all these chemicals that you don't want to rub your face with.
Yeah, and I feel like it's daunting to like get all my materials out to oil paint, where acrylic I'm just like super fast.
Right.
Because I'm pretty like impulsive and spontaneous when I create. So
totally. I understand.
Yeah.
Like, I wish I painted more oils.
I know they're creamy and beautiful, but
the effects are worth it, you know.
Yeah.
It's the master's technique.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm just like, it's such a hassle. Let's just do it. I can do it with acrylics.
Yeah. Honestly, and somehow the oil paint gets everywhere. Like, it's like on me, and then it's like in the bedroom, and then it's like on my coats in the closet. And I'm like, it's messy.
Yeah, 'cause it's sticky.
Yeah, it's sticky.
And you got to know all your mediums and the things to wash the brushes properly.
Yeah, I mean, that's no problem, really.
Definitely not something you could do here at home.
No. So I do have one oil painting I'm working on right now at my studio, and I do it whenever I feel like it.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what's the subject matter of your paintings? What's your art about? If you could
my
generalize
art is psychedelic and magical. I guess around pop surrealism sort of vibe, because I do like to try to get my art a little bit realistic, and then I like switch it to be psychedelic and magical. Also because I'm just not good enough to do super realistic. Nah, whatever.
What is good, you know?
Yeah.
Like, is good
Technically
doing
skilled to paint a photograph exactly the same.
You know, is that the objective of art, for us to paint things like as if we're a photo camera, or for us to invent our own?
I mean, it's
shit?
not the objective, and I get that with my students a lot when I'm teaching. They, you know, have a reference picture and they're trying to copy it, and then they're getting frustrated because it doesn't look exactly like the picture, and I'm like, that's not the objective though, because you're not a camera, just like you said. We want to exercise your imagination. So in my practice, I do start with reference pictures a lot because I like the realistic start to things, and then I'll put the reference picture away and then go with feeling. So I even get my students to do something similar. I'm like, okay, like you like this painting or this picture, you can copy it to start with, but then I'm going to take it away and you kind of have to finish it on your own with your own imagination. So that, yeah, I think that's what makes good art, is it having heart and like feeling to it.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the balance between style and originality.
Yeah.
And also the technique to achieve what you want to achieve. So
Exactly.
it's good to have the ability to do realism to the best of your ability.
Sure, yeah.
Because then you'll be able
It's
to
admirable for sure, but like there's so many other things within art and painting and drawing that's admirable too.
Right,
Yeah.
totally. So what's the topics?
Topics, yeah, aliens. Aliens, just stuff that looks surreal and trippy and strange. I like people to be like, that's strange. I definitely do like the push and pull of like beautiful versus ugly, and like cute versus, yeah, I guess like
Dark.
Dark, yeah. Because
You got a dark side, huh?
well, yeah, the dark side. Star Wars. I forget what I was saying.
You're
My
talking
line of
about
thought.
the pull and the pull between the light and the dark in your
Oh,
paintings.
just because I use life as such an overwhelming inspirational tool, and it's not just full of good things, it's bad things too, and that can be really overwhelming in life. Just like, oh my gosh, this really extremely good thing just happened to me, and then next week like this really extremely bad thing happened to me. So the duality of life, I find, goes into my paintings a lot. Duality, I guess,
Right.
is a theme I explore a lot.
Yeah, I love that too. I
Yeah.
like to do that too. This expression of being weird or alien, is that like a reflection of yourself? Do you feel like you were an alien at some point, or do you feel strange in a world of normies?
Definitely.
Tell me about it.
Colorful, which definitely stands out a lot. And I think for a while I suppressed wearing colors too much. And also I at one point felt too old for the way I was dressing. I was like, I dress like I'm too young, maybe I shouldn't do this. But then at one point I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna wear my hair in pigtails and I'm gonna look like however I want
You
to
see,
look.
you're 30, right?
Sorry, what? Yeah, 30.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
still super young.
Well, I want to do it when I'm 50 too. Why not?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
My ex-wife is almost 40 and she still has rainbow hair.
Yeah.
And I'm 42 and I still use shorts and a t-shirt and what? I'm gonna like, hey, you're old now. Start dressing with a suit.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
"What?
Okay.
No,
Just get my tie. Yeah.
No, man, I'll use a shirt sometimes to put on a nice shirt, you know. I'm trying to play the host here, but, you know, let's be kids forever.
No, for sure. And
Yeah.
like my students and the kids I work with, they like it. They feel comfortable and fun with me, and I'm just like being myself, so it's good. And they definitely are surprised and admired. And the tattoos too, they're just like, oh, like, whoa, but it's a good kind of lesson to just be like, yeah, be yourself. And I do get a lot of comments like, oh, I don't like tattoos, I wouldn't get tattoos. And I'm like, it's fine, you don't have to, right? Like, I'm
each
doing what
their
I
own.
want,
Right.
and you're doing what you want.
Right. I was
So-
actually teaching high schools and elementary schools in Montreal at some point
Yeah.
before I got the confidence to teach adults.
Yeah.
I was teaching workshops, 3-day workshops,
Nice.
skateboard art.
Skateboard art, yeah. Okay.
And it was super fun. And I'd show up with my big dreadlocks and tattoos.
True.
And the students are all like, whoa, this guy's cool.
Yeah.
So then they'd respect me more than the teacher. And the teacher's like, good job. They're listening to you more than they listen to
Yeah.
me. And the students would ask me like, so you smoke weed, right? And at the time I wasn't.
Because of the dreadlocks.
Right, you know. But the things like they would invite me to teach at a lot of these schools with troubled kids. I don't know why.
Okay.
And all these troubled kids smoke weed, and they're all like, "So you smoke weed?" And I'd be like, "No, I don't smoke weed anymore. I had my
Yeah,
time, and then I
yeah.
just, you know, I stopped it because of this and that." And the kids are like, "What?" And the teacher was like, thank you. Like, you know, because all the role models are always saying like, this is cool and that's
Yeah,
cool.
right.
And I'm just giving my honest, you know, where I'm at the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
So,
That's good
but
stuff.
also not judging. It's like, oh, well, you are 15 years old. I wouldn't do it at 15, but like, you know,
Yeah.
I started at 18 myself once I was quote unquote an adult.
Yeah.
So. What, do you smoke weed?
I do smoke weed. I smoke weed a lot. Sometimes too much, I think.
What
but
is the definition of too much?
when I give myself anxiety from it, because I'm already an anxious person, and then sometimes I use it, and it's unpredictable for, I think, someone that has anxiety, because sometimes it calms you down, and then other times it makes it worse.
Right.
So sometimes when it makes me worse, I'm like, fuck, I like smoke too much. But then I do reflect, and I think about like life, and if there's other things that are stressing me out too. And it's always good to take a break, to be like sober, to just like refresh yourself, because you are clear-minded when you're not using things.
Right, totally.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's the main reason why I don't smoke much anymore. Like, I think these days I'm smoking like once a week.
Yeah.
And usually it's once I'm drunk already. Like, I'm drunk, and that one little hit of weed is just gonna take me to the moon.
Whenever we hang out, you're like, at the end of the night.
At the
I'll
end of the
smoke
night.
it at
That's
the
sweet.
end of the night. I'll take my toke. Yeah. Yeah, no,
Pass the vinyl cover, please. Very illegal.
I take a few days. I try to take a few days a week off from smoking now. Like, I'll just do it on my days off. I like don't really have other responsibilities, and I can just kind of create and.
Well, that sounds very
better,
measured.
Yeah, I try my best.
But it is a gamble, at least to me. Like, if I was to, like, say we're jamming at the park and somebody's smoking a joint and they pass it to me, it's like, oh yeah, fuck it, let's do it. And then I'll just get so paranoid, like,
It is a gamble, yeah.
like, oh, everybody's looking at me right now, and I'm just
Yeah.
really not feeling in my center, and it just will fuck me up. And I really don't want to, like, vibrate at that in that way at no point, because then I get used to acting that way. I want to just be like chilling, so I avoid it.
Yeah, interesting. I'm definitely used to smoking, so I can like get myself out of states sometimes because I've smoked so much. But it's like, and then I like some other psychedelics, but I really like, I don't drink alcohol very much. Don't vibe with that. I'll just have like one or two drinks every once in a while. Mostly just like at house parties, honestly. Like I go to a house party and I have a few drinks, like that just feels good to me.
Right,
Or
get
if I
your
meet
buzz on.
Yeah, or if I meet, no, for sure though, yeah. I know my limit and I just like get my buzz on, yeah. Or I do like to go out to bars, you know, and get like a fancy drink and like the aesthetic of bars.
You're right
whatever.
next to a cool bar right there, right?
Which bar?
The one in the corner? No, the one right across the pizza place? Is that a bar?
No, it used to be like a mussels restaurant, and then now it's a Mexican restaurant.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's got this bar vibe to me, but
Maybe.
you know. What bars do you go here in Montreal?
I mean, the pandemic, I haven't been to like any bars. Not much, honestly. I don't really go out to bars much.
Yeah, me neither. So as a psychedelic artist, do you do a lot of psychedelics? You mentioned you did.
Yeah, I mean, what's a lot? Like, I do psychedelics.
Well, I don't
I like
know
to have
about
my
a lot,
trips. Yeah, I like to have my trips.
What is your medicine?
Just mushrooms, LSD. Yeah, sometimes DMT. We'll do those. Usually when I'm in nature, honestly, like I'll microdose mushrooms a bit in the city just for like good vibes, but I've had too many bad experiences on LSD in the city, and I'm just like, I will do it when I'm in the forest or in nature.
Right.
So,
Nice.
yeah.
And DMT the same.
yeah, DMT is wherever. It's a shorter. LSD is just such a commitment.
Because it's many hours.
Yeah, it's so many hours.
Right.
So DMT is like way less of a commitment. So.
Right, and plus you're removed from your environment in a way.
Yeah.
Nice. And what are the lessons you've learned from these investigations in the other side of reality?
I've learned a lot about, like, I feel like it teaches me a lot about anxiety, because honestly, I'm such an anxious person. Like, I'm always on the go, OCD, like, fast. So it kind of puts me in place and will, like, calm me down a bit. Maybe not during, but after, for sure. And it becomes inspiring, and it makes you feel smaller, like, puts you in perspective. I feel like that's a vibe.
Because you pull out and you get the higher perspective of what you're about, and then you come back down.
Yeah, and like little sort of life problems and things I was stressing about kind of disappear, and it's just like, oh, you shouldn't put so much energy to stress on those things. Like, don't do that. Like, you're so small compared to the big picture. So I feel like that's what I get out a lot of it. And then quite a few LSD trips are just like, they're fun. And I'm like, I'm glad I did that. That was fun.
Yeah, it's good to also do it sometimes just for like, you know, recreation as it's called. Man.
Yeah. So it's just like, that was great.
Yeah. Nice. Do you go to like festivals out here? Is that like a festival, like an environment you?
Yeah, I would do it in a festival environment. I'll go to like a festival or two every year.
Around here or somewhere else?
Yeah, kind of all over Ontario or around here or Hungary.
Like psychedelic music, electronic.
Yeah, and it's a lot because my partner is a producer, Oglob. He gets gigs and I like to go there with him.
What's his DJ name or producer name?
It's Oglob. Oglob.
What kind of music is it?
The bass is Psytrance, but he really likes variety as well. I think that's why we connect so well. So he'll add like so many other genres into his music. So it's like a nice trip through his sets. It's not just like the Psytrance the whole time. So I appreciate that, and that's what he's trying to do, like break away from the constant same Psytrance sound.
So in these festivals you might trip a little bit, or is that like maybe too many people or too intense, or?
Yeah, it is. It's different.
I know I don't.
Yeah, I will. It depends like who I'm with. It depends on the festival. Like I definitely got overstimulated at Ozora and like had to like leave the grounds sometimes and just be like, woo, need alone time. Like
a lot of people. That was like what, 100,000 at least?
You think it was that big?
I don't know. I didn't count them, but it was like a lot of space with a lot of people.
It was definitely like 300,000 or something. 50,000. Sorry, 30,000.
Right. It's like 100,000. I'll fucking triple that shit.
You tricking me at the beginning when you walked in, saying you had math questions for me. I was like, no. 30,000. I think it had like 30,000.
Yeah.
It was so.
It was a lot of people.
It was a lot.
And they're very trippy tribe.
Yeah. So.
Those Europeans are wild.
They're wild, yeah. And I can honestly get like triggered from other people partying too much with substances. I'm just like, whoa, it's way past my limit. Like I need to go be with myself for a bit.
I can't believe some people that just go day and day after day just going.
It's not for me at all. And I even like, of course people do whatever, like it's your life, but it does even affect me seeing people like that. I'm just like, whoa, so past my boundaries and limits. I have to like not see that. It's pretty intense.
It affects me too, and I gotta perform, and I'm very open. Like I'm there painting, anybody can come at me and talk to me, and they might be like in some other universe, and I respect them and honor them, and I'm holding space for them. But at the same time, they are sucking me into something where I'm like, whoa, I don't want to lose my balance here. I know. You know, so many times at festivals I put on my own earbuds and just listen to calm shamanic music, and I'm just doing my thing.
For sure, especially working, like you need to keep a level head, so that's a good coping thing. Just
and I already got the spray paint fumes to get me high.
You guys are high on LSD, I'm high on spray paint.
Some people actually sit close to my mural sometimes to get high on spray paint. They're like, I'm getting lightheaded. Let's take around here.
Wow.
It's kind of weird. Do you ever sell art at these festivals?
I've vended a few times, but honestly, it's way too stressful. Like, people are fucked up everywhere, and like my art babies and all of my stuff is like there, and I have to watch it, and it's stressful to do that. So over the years, I started packing smaller, like, you know, like a suitcase or a portfolio, or like have my stickers, so I could just set up with like a small amount of stuff, and that actually has proven to work really well. People will just like see the stickers or the prints, and they'll maybe buy it, and it's less stress for me.
What kind of products do you get?
Yeah, prints, stickers. Stickers always do so well. People love stickers because they're cheap, and people love to stick stickers on things.
Yeah, and then your art's around.
Yeah, exactly. Clothing too sometimes, because I print my art on clothing just like you. So like t-shirts and the crop tops, they do pretty well.
Nice. What about patches?
Patches, I don't do patches. I do pins. I have one pin.
Oh, nice. That's a cool one.
There's plenty of these ones in my shop.
Support Paglialunga.com. No, so what's your
This is
webpage?
called Shoot for the Stars, this pin, because you should shoot for the stars. Yeah, I have a shop that I call Taking Trips. That's my brand. Because I think that life is full of trips, psychedelic and just like going to the corner store trip.
Right.
Because it is. Life is just full of us taking
That's
trips.
fun.
Yeah. And then my art, I'm taking a trip to create and take a trip into my art. Like, yeah.
I was thinking patches because like I could see like putting cool trippy patches
So
all over your
true.
expression. It just seems
Yeah.
like. Do you ever do any clothing where you sew or like?
I
create
do.
yourself?
There's one right there. I sew. I don't think the camera can pick that up, but I sewed all those pieces on there. I should do patches. I have a patch of yours, the Bart.
Okay,
Bart
nice.
Simpson. I got it when I was in Colorado. It was the last one in the
Oh, that's nice.
Grassroots. Is that the name of
Grassroots, California.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had one there. Cool.
Yeah, they had one there, so I was stoked to get that. Yeah, I haven't done patches yet. I should. I just have to,
Totally. Hit
do
me
it.
up and I'll let you know where to make them quality style.
Nice. Yes,
Yeah,
quality's good.
I like them because I like making these like fancy jackets.
Yeah,
full of, like,
it's so fun.
it's just
I
punk
actually have
rock.
I have 3 like vests I'm planning for friends because they're so fun to curate also. So I've been collecting patches for them. Yeah, it is. It's fun.
Nice. So the art career is like, advancing slowly, even the bumps of COVID.
Yeah.
Got in the way.
So art career is advancing. Art careers most of the time are slow climb. And I accepted that like a few years ago when I actually did, year to year see the climb. And I'm like, hey, I'm just doing it.
Right.
I'm doing it.
As long as you're doing it, you're happy.
Yeah, I'm just continually doing it.
I find Montreal's a hard city to make it as an artist because there's just so many.
There's so many.
And people are kind of like broke or the budget's less there or maybe people don't even like appreciate it so much because there's just so much of it that it's like
maybe
why should I spend so much money when there's just I'm inundated by it.
It's true though. It's so rich with art here. Like when I travel to other cities, where I just went to Calgary recently and like there's some cool murals, but like don't really see many art stores or that kind of vibe. There's a lot of artists here. Yeah, my levy wand that I dance with, I've made pretty good connections in that community, so I get a lot of people supporting my art from that community. So
that's cool.
I like that.
So you got your own niches.
Yeah, little niches. I mean, the internet is a great tool.
Yeah.
I think I make sales from Instagram. Like, I notice when I'm more active on social medias, like I do make sales or like get more likes or followers. So it's a good tool to use. It can be exhausting, but.
But then you also got the teaching career happening.
Yeah, okay, right. So I teach at a community school called Paramount Study. And
where's that?
It's near Snowdon Station, so Côte de Neige.
So it's like a physical place you go to.
Yeah, it's a physical place. I've been there. I got the job on Craigslist when I was 18.
Oh, wow.
Or 19. So I've just been with them since then.
Damn,
and they're amazing. Yeah, family. I love them. Through all the ups and downs, like I needed to take off time to figure myself out, to do other things. Like they're just the best. And so I bring paintings in there that I think that population would like. Not a lot of my weird stuff. It's more just like nature stuff because like this is creepy. Thank you. Like, so
what's the age group?
The age group, it's all different ages, 6 to 40, 50.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a lot of 6, 7, 8-year-olds right now, so it's cute. But yeah, I sell some paintings through there, so it's really awesome. I sold a little mushroom painting today from there. So.
Nice.
Yeah, so
Didn't you tell me you also taught online to like Chinese people or something like that?
Yeah, so the community center I work at, it's mostly Chinese population. My boss is Chinese, so lots of the students are Chinese. I traveled to China to teach. Twice. They sent me to China. It was really awesome. I was so grateful, and it was an insane experience being in an Asian country where you can't read signs.
Wow.
Yeah.
How could you teach if you didn't have the language?
Well, we got translators, and then like honestly, some people do speak English. And then because it's art, it's visual too. So yeah, that was really great. I went twice, and we taught because we have lesson books. So I kind of taught teachers how to use the lesson book and showed them how we use it in our school, and then I talked about my paintings and things like that. So
wow, it's so cool. How you like
really
China?
Cool. Yeah, I love China. Food's great.
Which city?
First time I went to Chengdu, and that was really cool. I got to paint a mural there, actually. That was really sweet. So I got to find like the only spray paint store in Chengdu. They vibed with them. They were really cool. And then I painted like a little wall. And the food is very spicy there. I had like diarrhea the whole time.
Oh no.
It was brutal, but yeah, it was a good experience. And then the second time I went to Shanghai and Hangzhou, and they were really cool cities too. And yeah.
Super cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
I've only been to China for one day.
one day?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was a 10-hour layover, so I hired a dude to like take me around, and
Nice.
I had a good time.
Yeah.
But I really want to do like a proper China mission one
Yeah,
day.
it's
like,
amazing.
As you paint
So
a mural
cool.
or do an offering.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, it's
Maybe once
great.
China takes over the world, you know, everything will be China.
Everything will be China. Crazy.
So now tell me a little bit more about your performance stuff. Let's start with
Yeah.
your magic stick thingy.
Magic
What is
stick.
that magic stick you play with?
My magic stick. I love it. Lots of people, when they see me in real life, they're like, so how about that magic stick? I'm like, yes.
Does it have like a name?
Yeah, it's called a levitation wand because it looks like it's floating. It looks like
Okay.
it's levitating. We call them a levy wand. Yeah, I guess I started dancing and performing with it like six years ago. Yeah, it's a pretty niche community in the like flow toys. Like people do poi or staff. Not that many people do the levy wand. I really love the community, and I just love how it's like a magic thing, and I love magic. And people are amazed. They're like, wow, it's magic. How is this working? And I'm like, yes. I'm a wizard.
So cool. So like what? Like do people ever? I'm sure you get invited to parties to dance, but do you ever get like hired?
I've been hired a few times. I've done a couple parties and performances.
Here in Canada?
Yeah, yeah, mostly just in Quebec and Montreal. Actually, no, Toronto I did once as well. So, yeah, I mean, I don't really like promote that too much. Like, be like, hire me. It's just kind of like, oh, you do this thing. Do you want to perform? I'm like, yes.
Yeah, let's have fun.
Yeah.
Do you do any other flow expressions? Any fire situation?
No, I really want to do fire. I need to buy myself a fire levy wand. I have not done fire yet. I would like to. Yeah.
Nice.
Do you do flow stuff?
No, but I have. It's kind of like, I think like when I was in Thailand, somebody gave me like some poise with fire just straight up.
Oh my
and
God.
I just started like swinging it all over the place. I was like, I'm gonna burn my dreads with this shit.
Seriously.
Yeah, I think I hit my back and
The
it was
poise
just,
are hard. I cannot pick up poi. I'm like, there's two of them. Like, what? Hitting myself in the head. Yeah.
sometimes I'll grab like a hula hoop and start doing my own moves. 'Cause it's such a big thing in the whole festival scene.
Yeah, lots of hula hoopers.
And the girls like really rock it. So sometimes like, yeah, let
Yeah.
me give this a shot. And then we start making my own skater moves with
Yes,
it. And,
true.
You know, and it's like so not elegant or beautiful, but at least it's original. my technique is not good.
Wow, his expression.
Yeah.
Good for him. Yeah. No, I tried hula hoop for my first flow prop, and I just couldn't really vibe with it. I just did the classic, like, all right, okay, now what? Like, some of these people are, like, so good.
Right.
Flipping it around and stuff, so.
Right. I'm sure it takes like a year or two to get it to that degree.
But I just didn't have the passion to do it. I had the passion for levy wand, which people, when they pick it up, they're like, what? How do you do this?
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, I just practice, lots of practice.
Sick. Well, good job for doing your thing and being original.
Yeah.
So another performance that you do is you're a clown.
Yeah.
Tell me the experience of being a clown.
So I don't actually do performances as a clown.
Is it you can
'cause
call
I'm
a
pretty
performance? Or?
shy, but I love because I love the makeup and the costumes with it. So I'll do like photo shoots.
Okay.
Maybe one time I did my levy wand as a clown as well. Yeah, I just love it because life's a joke. It's so like overwhelming. So I like to be a clown.
Why?
Because like they're funny or they're sad too. So I actually dress up as a clown a lot when I'm sad. To just like laugh at life and the seriousness of it.
So it's like a makeup photo shoot kind of situation. It's not like you're dressing as a clown and showing up somewhere and being like, hey everybody,
yeah, I don't
listen
think,
to this joke.
Yeah, I don't think I could do that. Like I think I'm too shy. I'm not Like I don't have an act that I would do. It's purely like aesthetic. Like I just want to be a cute, weird clown, costume, makeup stuff. Yeah.
I like those girls that like will spend hours to do a makeup and then it's a picture where you're like, whoa, like that's crazy.
Yeah, totally.
Not only beautiful, but also like very interdimensional and just like special, you know?
Yeah, and like once again, it's just another art form, and even just like painting art forms. So I've been pretty interested in that.
Have you face painted other people?
No, but I just recently bought a set of really good body paints to like do more clown makeup, but it would be really cool to paint other people too, because body painting is amazing as well.
Yeah, that's fun. I like to paint my face once in a while. Whenever I feel not weird enough at a place, I usually will face paint myself. Like, so when I went to Burning Man, I'm like, I'm not weird enough here. Like, so I'm gonna paint my face so at least there's something crazy about me, because I'm not making the cut here.
Oh man, this will make me stand out. Yeah.
Maybe now, you know, people will think I'm cool. But what I was gonna ask, oh yeah, you know what? Once I did a performance as a clown.
No way.
People don't know this. I was 12 years old.
Oh
I was in Peru, and my cousin, who was 5 years old, and his family wanted to have a birthday party, but they couldn't afford a clown, so they hired me to do it.
Oh my gosh! Is there some way you can like do a cut to in our interview of like a picture of you?
I got a picture somewhere, and in the picture, like my uncle's like just drinking rum in the back. And then just like I dressed up with all my most colorful surf clothes and painted my face and started just
12.
like
12, that's so funny.
Right. It was like, hey, it was money at 12, so that's amazing.
Like, I'm not gonna pursue a career as a clown.
Do people do do clowns do birthday parties anymore? Is that like a thing? I remember as a kid, like a clown was like a must as a kid's birthday party, but
isn't clown school like really intense? That's what I've heard. It's like very serious and intense.
Whoa.
It's a real thing.
Like, I imagine if you're becoming a clown here in Montreal, it's to become like a Cirque du Soleil performance kind of situation,
I guess
right?
so, yeah, because we have Cirque du Soleil here.
Not like a 5-year-old kid party where you got paid $20 and
you possibly are a murderer.
Well, that's the scary thing about the clowns, right? There's this dark clown thing that are kind of spooky. And well, luckily you're not that person, right?
I'm not a scary clown. Like I can be creepy, but like not scary.
Nice. Well, thank you for being one of the positive clowns in this world.
There you go, yeah.
And people are always making fun of clowns. It's like, oh, stop being
scared,
such a clown. It's like, yo, what's wrong with being a clown? A clown's a happy character that makes people laugh.
I kind of said, it reminds me not to be so serious. Just like, it's fun to be silly.
Well, thank you for being so unique and expressive.
Yes,
Another thing I find very interesting about you, Katie Paglialunga, is you're polyamorous, right?
Yes.
So you got a boyfriend, but you also got a girlfriend.
Yes.
How does that work?
Yeah, I mean, it's working pretty well. It's been a few years of journeying up to this with my boyfriend. Just kind of lots of communication, just expressing like needs. It's kind of, in my opinion, like there's no problems with monogamy, of course, but in my opinion, it's hard to put so much pressure onto like one relationship. And it's really made me think about all different relationships. Like I love my friends dearly, and I would support my friends and do so much for my friends. So we're just adding in a partner where you're sexual as well and possibly like fall in love.
Is your girlfriend only for you, or he can have her too? Or is like, no, she's mine?
I mean, it's open to whatever. And of us.
Can he have a girlfriend on his side?
He does have a girlfriend.
So he's got
He's got a girlfriend.
Is that not difficult?
I mean, there are things that are difficult about it, but there's also things that are difficult about any relationship. So we kind of just tackle them. Tackle things as it comes.
I ask because, like, you know, maybe at points of my development, like say my early 20s, I'd be like, I want more than one girlfriend, you know, and that sounds good for me. But then, like, when you have a girlfriend, it's like, oh, well, they want to be with another man too. I'd be like, oh no. No, that I don't know if I could do that.
No, for sure.
There's something very brave and a big confidence about it.
There is kind of a big confidence about it. to be confident and that these people love you in a unique way, and then also the other people love you in a unique way.
That you won't lose them or something.
Yeah, and it's sharing. I mean, yeah, it's interesting. It's kind of new for me, I guess. It's been a few years, like I said, working up towards it, and now we're like doing it. So.
Mm-hmm. So it's very respectful and conscious. It's not like a free-for-all, like, we're
No.
polyamorous now, and you just go nuts everywhere.
Yeah,
with
that's
everyone.
the thing, and I think that's the taboo about polyamory is people think you're just like, oh, I do what I want and have sex with all these people, and it's like, well, no, you're still in committed relationships, and you have to talk about things, and like both people have to like, you know, feel okay about whatever, and you're making your own rules.
Mm-hmm.
So
what if you didn't like the energy of the partner that your partner's choosing?
I mean, that definitely can happen. And then you just kind of assess, like, some people don't necessarily want to hang out with their partners, so you just don't.
Right.
Right? And yeah, if it overwhelms you to, like, see other partners of your partners, then just, like, don't do that kind of vibe.
Mm-hmm. Do you think, like, the energies mix at all, even though things are separated?
Yeah, for sure. Like, yeah, like people can do whatever they want. Sometimes they really don't want to meet any partners. Some people are like really close to their partners, and I'm definitely kind of like just in the middle. Like I'd like to meet them, and like, you know, I can talk to them, but like I don't need to hang out with them all the time. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
What about your partner? How is she?
She's great.
She kind of looks like you, right? From the pictures I've seen on your Insta.
That's so funny. Sometimes my boyfriend and I can also kind of look like each other.
Oh, no
Like,
way.
I don't know. Do you ever find that with any of your partners?
I've had girlfriends that kind of got a vibe that look like me, but in
Yeah,
female
even
version.
if it's just like the way you dress or the way you stand or something, it makes sense that you're attracted to people that kind of look or resemble you.
You know, something
I
that's
guess.
kind of weird? It's not so much that they look like me, but
No,
they might
it's-
look like my dad or my mom.
I mean,
So I usually, and this is so weird, and maybe it's like an Oedipus complex, I go for girls that kind of got a vibe that's like gringa like my mom, or like dark features like my dad.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much
know why.
psychology about that. It makes sense. It's familiar. It's someone else that you love,
It's
right?
nurturing,
You love, it's nurturing.
it's comfortable.
Yeah, no, my dad is a very like handyman. He fixes everything, like a MacGyver. So whenever Alex, my partner, whenever he fixes things, like I get like all like and like happy because it reminds me of my dad. I don't know.
I'm with a real man.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a real thing.
That toilet won't run forever. He will fix it.
And then we'll clean it with the Ajax cleaner. Yes.
And then you'll call your town over. All right, town of Ajax, we got a problem here.
Honestly, whenever I think of Ajax, like cleaning stuff, I think about my weird addiction, and there was a guy that would like eat the cleaner. Did you ever watch those shows?
Whoa, no.
So extreme. Yeah.
That sounds very bad for the brain.
Yeah, very bad. He would like lick his fingers, like the Fun Dip, like the candy. He would eat it.
Damn, no,
Anyway,
that sounds
that's what I
very
always
not
think about.
a good thing.
Yeah, no.
Katie, this world is in a tricky situation right now. There's some dark energies. There's, I don't even have to name it. The world's always been quite crazy as far as I've observed it, but it seems like things are intensifying. What is your best approach to alleviate a little bit of that? You know, I know you already do it in your life by teaching, by doing art, by being a lovely person, by shining your light. But, you know, what can we do to make this, you know, this world a little bit of a nicer place?
I know, right? Yeah, I mean, it definitely starts with you, the individual self, just good vibes and doing well for yourself, and then to be able to pass on and give to other people. Of course, most people, I think, get really stressed watching the news a lot, or like being on social media and like seeing people post memes and like all this stuff. Like I definitely get overwhelmed, and I'm just like, whoa.
We can
there's
avoid
a
the news,
lot.
but still social media will get you.
Social media, yeah, so much. And it's true, it really does feel like things are intensifying over the past few years. Like all over the world, there's like some sort of crisis happening, which I guess has maybe always been happening, but it seems really intense lately.
Yeah, non-stop.
Yeah, what to do? I mean, I like to create art. And
How can you solve it, Katie? You by yourself?
Oh, it's up to me? Okay.
No, I'm just joking. That's too much pressure. It's a group effort for sure. But
I
you
need
know.
like powers. I don't know.
Yeah.
God,
Well, you're already doing it in your life, as I said, by doing your art, by teaching, by being a lovely person, by being positive.
Yeah. Trying to just like spread positivity and being kindness for sure. Because I like when people are kind to me, so I try to be kind to others. It can be difficult because it depends what you're going through, and it can be hard to be kind sometimes. But
Yeah, like sometimes when I'm happy, I like walking down the street like really smiling.
Yeah.
And then I'll see somebody who won't smile back, and it's like, oh man, how can I make them smile? But then there's days where I'm like really bummed out on my bike, and there's other people smiling. It's like, I don't feel like smiling right now. I'm sorry.
For real, right? Yeah, life is so up and down. Yeah.
We're sensitive humans.
We are sensitive.
So, what's your plans for the winter? We're in fall right now. Are you gonna stay here?
I'm gonna stay here. Actually, my mom messaged me the other day and said she really wants to go on a family vacation. So I think she's taking us to Greece in November. So
European vacation.
Yeah, European vacation. I've never been to Greece, so that will be really cool.
I've never been to Greece neither.
No?
I really want to go to Greece and Turkey.
I've never been to Turkey either. So I'm excited. Hopefully that happens. She's still like planning it, so that'll be nice.
Paint a mural when you're there.
Yeah, I should try for sure.
Hunt it down.
Yeah, no, I'm sure I can make that happen. Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah. So me, my brother, my mom, and my dad will go.
Yeah.
That'll be cool.
Beautiful. Any last words you'd like to say to the millions and millions of viewers who watch your show every episode?
Millions and millions?
It's huge, this
Please
show.
look at me online. Like my things. Buy art, maybe. Just send me a kind message. Send me a joke. That would be amazing.
Yeah, connected. The beautiful Katie Paglialunga.
Amazing. I'm so honored for the exposure and to be a part of this family.
Yes. Thank you so much for being part of Chris Dyer's Creative Friends. And thank you, the viewers who's watch these episodes every time they come out. Now we got them not only on YouTube, where you might be watching it right now, but also I put them on Spotify, Apple, Google, Anchor. I'm trying to make it accessible to the best of my capacities so we can all enjoy these beautiful people I like to share with you. So thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Blessings! Woo! Next episode, my guest will be Monkey.
Graffiti, but I do a lot of brush work, a lot of calligraphy, and I try to explore. I feel we reap what we sow, but it's important to know how you harvest from a tree. You need to have many branches to your tree to be able to harvest all the time. Certain season, certain branches will be hit stronger, they'll give more fruit. Some other season, there's a new electrical line that will pass through and they need to cut one of your branches. That's how a tree grows. So my career is the same thing. So you have to have many branches to be able to constantly be able to harvest.
Right.
So from early on, I was attracted to hip hop and graffiti, but I bridged out of it, looking into contemporary art and other styles of music to kind of add on to what I was already producing in the hip hop culture.
So please make sure to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Big thanks, and see you next episode. Peace.